that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. Head to toe designer, drill, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it, take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it, so much ice on me, I wish I had two necks, I got homies that can sleep without two, I got homies that can sleep without, Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it, walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Yeah, drill, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, she gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it, 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit, bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of, I got both my girls, head to toe designer, drill, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit, West LA, that where you find me though, cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes, whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0, if you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro, let me feel myself a little bit, let me blow this down a little bit, drip, little bit, let me feel myself a little bit, you ain't talking big, get out my way, little bit.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Foles. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Now Foles. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Foles. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Chicago! Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In on the tackle.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's third down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
You know they tell me
Bowser with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14. Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Number 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Down Bears.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Foles. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
Marquise Brown on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They go play action now. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big choke play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
play action. They'll throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Bears 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got daylight. 20, 10.
You'll get nothing.
And all in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson. And really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy's simply sensational.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
28, Bears 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let them bleed the game out that way.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he had.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 7.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
Races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line 36. Line 36. Check, 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 check.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Eddie Goldman on the stop. A 2-yard pickup.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
45. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Middle. Let's cry all the way back home.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Right now, let's go. Tighten up. Pull it together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time.
1st down, Bears.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about...
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Now Foles. Going for it all. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me.